Hello guys and welcome to my Call of Duty Black Ops 2 weapon tier list. You probably did not expect this one. Well, for those of you who don't really know me that well, back in the day I played a lot of Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Like a heck ton of Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Too much, alright? I got diamond weapons. This is to say that I got diamond weapons. Didn't really get all diamond weapons. I did that in Black Ops 3. But in Call of Duty Black Ops 2, I had a lot of weapons and a lot of diamond skins and all that stuff. So I was way into it. I don't remember all the names of the guns though, so bear with me here. I do have a list on this side without pictures, just to see if I can remember what gun is what. I couldn't find any pictures. That's pretty much the only reason why. So don't actually know if what a lot of them are called. I think. Although this one is called Remington, all right. So let's see. Over on the right side, we have a what? Shotgun? Yeah, the Remington 870 MCS. See, I remember. And again, I promise you guys, I don't have the pictures over on my right. I didn't even look up what guns or what. I tried to, couldn't find anything. I know it sounds lame, but I actually tried to find it and couldn't find anything. Only names. But yeah, that being said, now I know why I'm doing this list. I know I was a big Black Ops 2 fan, and now let's rank some guns, shall we? I also have a playlist. I also played through Black Ops 2 on my channel, just in case you guys are interested. But yeah. First up, we got the Remington shotgun, as I like to call it. And I have to say that is great tier. This shotgun one-shot a lot of people. Oh yeah, and I also need to say that I never played hardcore. So this is all based on, you know, normal team deathmatch and normal domination. Although I was more of a team deathmatch kid, you know. I played a lot of team deathmatch. Later on I played domination though. But yeah, Remington... It's great tier. It wasn't the best shotgun. It also wasn't the worst. Actually, this depending on who you ask, this might be the best shotgun. But personally, I just thought this shotgun was fun and great and a little bit overpowered. Easily one shot, and you can upgrade it further with attachments to make it even better. So you're one shot at a distance. A little bit overpowered sometimes, but it can be negated by other guns. So that's why it's a great tier, not god tier or cheating tier. I don't know what god tier and cheating tier really is. God tier, like, shouldn't cheating tier be like less? I don't know. The Remington shotgun is a lot of the go-tos for shotgun users as far as I know. Alright, next up we got another shotgun. This is the A, right? No, it is called the... Is it the KSG? No, that's not the KSG. It's the M... No, it's not. Olympia. I think it's called the Olympia. Oh, S12. Spec 12. Yeah, it's the S12. Okay, yeah, my bad. It's the S12. It is... It is the weakest out of all the shotguns, and I hated that gun. Every single time I played gun game, and I got this gun, I could not get any kills because I never used the gun, and the gun itself is not very strong. Even as a shotgun, it's like it's not an auto shotgun. It's like a semi-auto shotgun. You have to keep clicking, and it's just not fun. It's awful. It's just no. I just didn't like it at all. I don't have much to say to this gun. It's pretty crap. I barely see anyone use it, including myself, and it just wasn't fun. Didn't like it at all. Next up, we got the KSG. Yeah, I know this is the KSG because I was like, that can't be the KSG because I remember the KSG being god tier. As you can tell, it's my favorite shotgun. It's pretty much like the Remington, but deadlier at range. Just think of it like that. Just think of it like the Remington, but way deadlier and at range. You know, at range, you might get a hit marker with the Remington. Not really gonna happen with the KSG. It's by far the most overpowered shotgun in the game. I can't stress how much I ran around with this shotgun every now and again and just shot people who were like almost on the other side of the map, or at least in the middle of the map, like a couple maybe 10, 15 meters away from me. I don't know. It's hard to measure the in-game distance, but at least it felt like that was the case, and then I could easily one-shot them. It's not a lot better than the Remington. Like, it's not cheating tier, but it was pretty damn close. It's just a very, very good gun. So I'm gonna have to go and say that this is definitely God tier. Better than the Remington, way deadlier at range, and again, you can upgrade it to be even more of a beast. But silence on this gun, I don't know why, but it felt so unsatisfying, because the kick this gun has is just, very good. Next up, we got the M1216. I'm pretty sure this is called, right? It has to be, right? Yeah, it has to be, because the Olympia is a 2... Wait, the list I found online has zombie guns? Oh boy. This is gonna be worse than I thought. But no, the Olympia it should be on here, right? It's not. Wow. That's weird. But yeah, we have this gun. It is an auto shotgun. It can be okay good. It's not the best shotgun in the game. Like, it's not as good as the KSG or the Remington. But with the right attachments and the right, like, running around and strategically running, you can easily get a lot of kills with it. Just because of how fast and annoying this thing is. Sometimes I use this shotgun. Again, it's a lot like this gun down here. The S12. I just didn't use it that much. It wasn't that satisfying to use. And when you used it, it was only very good at short range. Long range, it wasn't that great at. So... barely used it. That's why it's a good tier, not really shit tier or great tier. It was just kind of a gun that I used every now and again, and it was pretty good. It was alright. I wouldn't even say it was good, but it's alright. So, alright shotgun. Oh boy, here we get a big boy. I think this is considered... I mean, I can put this a great or god tier for one reason. Oh no, wait, no I can't. Wait a second. Oh no, I don't know which is which. Oh, that's gonna be a pain. So when it comes to light machine guns, we have different ones, which is gonna be great for this. I just clicked out of the window right now just to see. Here we go. I know that this is the hammer, and that this is the LZ. This has to be the LSW. It has to be. So if this is the LSW, then it's at, like, good tier? Like, it's an alright gun, but it's pretty much the same as this one. Just this one is more modern and more good, like more fun to use, while this one is, like, an older style. I think it even has less accuracy than this one, but don't quote me on that. But when it comes to using this gun, I don't even know if it is in multiplayer. That's how little I use that gun. I know that it's alright. I know that it's not shit, but it also wasn't a gun that anyone ran around with. Next up, we got the hammer. Whoops, this is the hammer. This is the MK48, I'm guessing. By the way, sorry if I'm messing this up. This might be the MK48. I really don't know. But I know that I didn't see this gun that much online, so that's a stat. Now, this gun, who is either the MK48 or the LSW. Again, didn't see that much. Pretty much the same spaces here. Again, I don't even know if they're in multiplayer. That's how little I've seen them. But based on what I've seen players using, no one pretty much uses these. I'm guessing they're okay to use, but there are better guns out there. But that is why no one has really used these guys. But this gun, though, this gun people use. They still use it. I would say it's god tier for someone who uses LMGs, but I am not that kind of person. I will put it above the Remington, though. I've seen people mow down enemies with this gun, with the right attachments. You just mow everyone down. It is crazy how you mow everyone down. It's a very good gun. It's very accurate. I think it's the most accurate out of all the machine guns, and you can only upgrade it to become more accurate with red dot sight and fast mag or whatever you think it's called. So you reload it faster too. Just overall, like a great machine gun. Not the most powerful weapon in the game, but it's getting up there. It is getting up there. Next up, we got the hammer. The good old hammer here. I would say that is behind this gun. Actually, no one uses it in multiplayer. It's only zombies. I don't know. It's in front of these guys, I think. Actually, no, not the shotgun, though. It's in front of these other two machine guns. Because this gun I've actually seen being used online. But when I look for these guys, I don't think I've ever seen them. I think I might have seen this one. But I barely see anyone using them. And based on that alone, I can say that this is better. But usually when I see a machine gun guy, has this gun. Not this one. And personally, when I've used all of the machine guns, this one is the most satisfying and most fun to use. So I understand why people pick that one. Now the SVG, I think that's what it's called anyway. It is like a Dragunov, right? I'm pretty sure it's like a Dragunov. Sniper rifles. No, it's an SVU, not an SVT. My bad. SVU. This gun is pretty great, actually. Now, people get thrown off by this gun because it's semi-auto and it doesn't do a lot of damage. What they fail to realize is that it's a semi-auto sniper rifle. Alright, this gun can kick ass with the right person behind it. I have had this sniper rifle here. And I have gotten so owned by people who had that sniper rifle. Because when I was shooting once and I'm missing, if you don't miss, this is probably better. But whenever I shoot and I miss, this sniper rifle kicks my ass. So in a one-on-one fight with a guy who's not used to sniper rifles, this will win. 100%. Here we have the DSR, I think it's called. Is that what it's called? DSR, yeah, DSR 50, okay. Now, I'm debating whether to put it on cheating or god tier. Mostly because it's almost always a one-hit kill. You know, I'm gonna put it on cheating. This sniper rifle is the most powerful in the entire game. Now, you may say, but what about this one? This one is almost just as good. This one has less damage output, which means that you get more hit markers with this than you do with this. This one, you hit them in the thigh, I think, they still die. Maybe if you hit them in the leg, they won't. But with this one, if you hit them in the thigh or leg, they won't die. This one, you pretty much have to have an upper body hit on before they die from this. This one, I don't think you do. Again, this is based on what I know about the game. I could be wrong, so keep that in mind. But based on my experience with this gun, it's just too overpowered. It's way too good of a sniper rifle, and anyone who ever quickscopes and does stuff either uses this or this, depending on their personal preference. In my opinion, this is the most powerful, but I prefer using this one just because it's more satisfying. And speaking of that, I might as well go with the sniper rifles and then go with the rifle afterwards. Why don't I just put it down there? There we go. Better. Now next up we got the good old fashioned ballista. No, this is the XPR, isn't it? I think it's called the XPR. It's either the ballista or the XPR. I think it's called the ballista. I think this is the XPR, because the XPR I don't really recall, but the ballista I know I've heard somewhere before. So this must be the ballista. It's an alright sniper rifle. It's pretty good. It's pretty nice. Again, what hit kill most of the time. Sniper rifles in this game is like, every single time you play a game, you will see people using a sniper rifle. Pretty much. At least when I played it, I always saw one. They would hide on the opposite side of the map with a good view. Specifically on that one map where you have a landing pad, and then on the other side you have like grass and a hill. I don't remember the name of the map, but you always saw people snipe there. Always. And I even did it. Because it's just nice. It's a nice spot and it's satisfying. It's just great. My issue with this gun is, like I said before, it doesn't have as high damage output as this gun. So it doesn't one-hit kill as much as this one. But it's more satisfying to use, in my opinion. Because of the... when you shoot one, you should do the little clicky thing in the back of the gun. That's more satisfying on this gun than on this gun. So that's why I stick to this one. Next up, we have the XBR. I'm gonna put this in front of the Dragunov. Again, auto sniper. Very fast shooting. A little bit more damage than the SVU. But still semi-auto, you know. You mess with these guys, they kill you. And this one can get heat vision, I think. Or what was it? I don't know what it was called, but it's like you see white people. I don't know what that's called, but it's not heat vision. But you definitely see them. I think it's X-ray vision. No, it's not X-ray vision. I don't know what it's called. But anyway, you get to see through the scope of this. It has a good scope, and you can see people everywhere with it. I think that's why it's up here after this, because I actually find this less nice to use than the SVU. So that's the only reason why it's here, because of the extra attachment. No, I think the SVU can get it too, actually. I don't know. if you know, let me know in the comments, maybe. I don't know. But it would be... these are okay sniper rifles, but they're not my go-to. These two are always my go-to. So... oh well. Next up, we got the shield. Is it called... I think it's just called Riot Shield, right? The shield itself is pretty damn weak. It's not that useful, but I think it takes a second... no, it's the primary slot it takes. It's pretty shit, but it's good at being pretty shit. If that makes any sense. So, right now, the thing with the shield is it can actually be useful. It can block sniper shots, which, as you can clearly see, cheating tier. It blocks that cheating tier issue. It pretty much makes the sniper go all the way down to great tier. And at the same time, you can use the ballista knife with this shield. I know that this is a combo that a lot of people use, the ballista knife and the shield. Because the ballista knife is an instant kill, and the shield is very good at protecting against bullets, even from the back when you didn't actually use it. If I remember right. So, if you had a shield, you could also go over a melee hit. So it wasn't bad, but at most situations, the shield wasn't useful. Since it took the spot of your primary weapon, you only had secondary weapons to use, and that's not that good. I also noticed that there aren't pistols. What's with this list here? I guess I can call it some weapons. I will probably talk about the last few weapons that I know of after this. But I guess these are primary weapons. No, because this is here. I don't know. I really don't. I guess I can call this main weapon list. But yeah. The next one is the MP7. Is that what this is called? I think it's called the MP7. Excuse my noobness about this. Been a long time since I played it. Yeah, MP7. Ooh, this gun. Oh, it's great. It's actually great tier. It is very good. It's not bad. Submachine guns in this game are just overall pretty useful. They're very good. They're very nice to use. They're satisfying to use. But the MP7 in particular is a gun you start off with in multiplayer, and it's very, very good even when you have like the top guns to pick between. It's just overall very, very useful. And if you play a multiplayer match with it, you'll see why. It barely has any accuracy penalties. It's very accurate. It's satisfying to use, except for the fact that it has a little bit of a weak sound to it. It's easy to aim down sights. You don't need a red dot sight with it. Just use a normal sight and you're good. Fast mag, and you also said it's just good at everything that a submachine gun needs to be good at. And I can say the same about the PDW. my favorite submachine gun, not because of how good it is, but because of how it sounds and how it reloads. This a very sweet reload animation. The mag is in here, by the way. Very sweet, very nice. So the thing about the PDW is that it's, once again, a good gun, and it's not the last gun you get, I don't think. And it's just so good. Like, it's just so good. The gun itself, when you shoot, is not too much to talk home about. Like, it's not overpowered per se. It shoots fast. It's nice and satisfying to use. That's probably why it's better than the MP7. But if it comes down to overall performance in battle, the MP7 beats it probably. So you know, I'm gonna swap this around because this is not my. It is my personal list, but I want you guys to get a more realistic view of my game experience rather than exactly what I believe. I don't know. Now I've explained why it's there, so I guess you can look at it both sides and see which one you prefer. The next one is the Vector. Yes, I know a lot of the submachine guns. I don't remember that one though. Oh boy. Yeah, the Vector submachine gun. I have to put it as the good tier. The heck? Dick happened there. Oh well. I don't know why that showed up, by the way. That has to be in the music. So I was so confused there. Because I'm not streaming or anything, just saying. I'm only recording. I hope. Yes, I'm only recording, so I don't know why that happened. That's like a stream sound right there. What is this, the MSCM or something? Yeah, MSMC. Wow. I remember that. Well, damn. This is by far the strongest, I think, out of all the submachine guns. I got a lot of kills with this one. Even more than the Peacekeeper, which is a mix between a submachine gun and a rifle. But this gun is just pretty good. Like, honestly, it's god tier. This gun, if you have the right attachments, you can kick ass. All right, like it beats the MP7. It actually beats all of these two. It's by far the go-to for me when I want to use an SMG, if I have it unlocked, because it's not one you begin with. It's like when you get later on. But when you do get it, you know why you get it so late. I don't know if they've nerfed it or anything, but last time I used it, I had a hard time using it. It could just be because I haven't played Black Ops 2 for like years and years, but you know, it's cool, it's fine. So yeah, that's nice. Next up, we got the... What can I call this? The... Chicom? Is that what it's called? I think it's called Chicom. It has to be the Chicom. But yeah, the Chicom is a 3-round burst. Very fast shooting weapon. Now, you probably think I'm going to put it at shit list. But I'm just going to put it at great. Because this gun can kick ass. Like, honestly, I use this gun sometimes, and 2 bursts can kill a guy in the main team deathmatch game. And I'm not just saying that, like, I hate 3-round burst weapons. I do, honestly. But this freaking gun, though, like, it actually kicks ass. Like, all of the submachine guns in this game are pretty great. They're pretty much, almost all of them belong in great tier. The Vector can be great, but it just doesn't sit well with me when you use it. The reload animation looks very weird to me. But you can also say that belongs in great tier technically. It's not. It's actually over here in the left side. It doesn't actually belong, you know, all the way at the bottom back of it, that line. But oh well. But it's not bad. Despite what other people actually don't use this gun, it's not that bad at all. I actually recommend trying it out in an actual match if you really want to. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Next up, got the Scorpion. Think I can't forget the Scorpion. This is I think it's the second go-to weapon in the beginning. I think you get it after the MP7, if I could be wrong. But you pretty much get it maybe a little later, not at the end. I really hope not at the end, because then I'm just spouting nonsense now, but you might get it at the end. But it's a very good weapon. It's probably I mean, it's empowered the MP7 pretty much. Like, these are the 2 go-to weapons for anyone, as far as I've seen, when it comes to submachine guns. Scorpion just shoots too fast. You can get so many kills with it. It's like, if it's a battle between you shooting first or the enemy shooting first, even if the enemy shoots first and you got the Scorpion, you win. So, there you go, you win. Enemy shoots first, doesn't matter. You have the Scorpion. It's very useful in firefights at a very close range, but at long range you have to burst fire it, and it just doesn't. It just has way worse accuracy, and I don't prefer using it like that. So I barely use the Scorpion, even though it's a great gun. I use it if I run and gun, but if I don't do that, no go. This is actually my favorite SMG rifle gun. I don't know. I think they classify it as an SMG rifle or something like that. But I'm only gonna put it in good tier. Like, it's a DLC weapon technically. Not a lot of people got to use it when it came out. I don't think I can access it right now because I got it on PlayStation 3 and I can't access the gun on PC. I don't know if they give it out for free or anything, but it's a DLC gun. It's pretty much pay to win. Even though it's not good. It's like a mediocre gun. You know, it's like, it's nice, it shoots nice, it's nice to use, but it's not that great when it comes down to it. It's just another sort of SMG that's like, sort of like a rifle, but it's not as good as the main game ones, so I don't really know. I think they nerfed it afterwards, like when they released it, if I'm not mistaken. Because then they kicked ass. But besides that, you haven't really seen it since then, and it's not really a good gun. So I don't know, maybe you disagree with me, but I think the other SMGs are way better than that one. So that's at least my opinion on that. Now I'm actually gonna rate the ballista knife if possible. I guess I just take it from here. But yeah, the ballista knife. Like, depending on who you are and how you use it, you can put it on cheating tier, or you can put it on good tier. Now I'm gonna put it on good tier, because I don't use a ballistic knife or whatever it's called, because I feel like it's just not fun. But the people who know how to use it and do use it with the shield here too, they can kick your ass all the time, and it's so annoying. Like when you play and they just run up to you, stab you, and then shoot your teammate afterwards, and then stab the next person. It's so freaking annoying, so it can be cheaty. Like, it can really be cheaty. If your teammates are extremely close by each other, and you don't see this person running, and they have like perks on that really screw you over, you're done. Alright, you're gonna get killed by this. So yeah, you can put it at cheating. The thing is, not a lot of people know how to use the ballistic knife, and when they do use it, I come up with some kind of counter strategy myself, which is pretty much just hide in a corner or stand in a big open area where you can see them. So in the end, it's not cheating because you can fight it, but it's also not exactly god or great tier. It's like either it's great or it's bad or sort of decent. And I would go, it's sort of decent, but it was kind of the weapon you used if you wanted to show off. And there's another weapon you can use to show off, just a normal knife, by the way. But barely anyone uses that nowadays. But the ballistic knife is like a great weapon to kind of show off your skills and mess up with people, or mess people up big time if you don't like shooting. So yeah, it's down here. One hit. I think you can two hit. I think they don't one hit kill if you hit the toes or shoes. So that's something. Make them shoot your shoes and you're fine. Yeah, that was that. And then next up we got the rifles. If I can find the rifles. Oh boy, can I remember this? I can. This is Type 25. Okay, I remember the rifles now. After I look at the names, I know. So the Type 25 is pretty damn good. It's got to. It's a very good gun. Like, it has barely any recoil. When you shoot, you have good accuracy. You reload fast. With the right attachments, this is a late tier gun. It's one of the best guns in the game, in my opinion, and you can own big time with it. So you can just own with it. I don't have much else to say. It's good. It's strong. It's great. I don't really have any negatives except for the fact that sometimes it can take too long to reload, and that's usually when I die with it. So it's not the greatest of them all, but it is definitely a god tier. Next up, we got this rifle. I mean, I'm gonna put it here at good tier. Because if you hit all... This is a 3-round burst weapon, by the way. If you hit all rounds, you can kill them in one burst, I think. If I remember right. Or in 2 bursts. But this weapon is damn... It's damn accurate, by the way. It hits where you aim big time. When it comes to the gun itself, it looks kind of cool. It feels okay to use. It sounds horrible. It sort of feels a little bit horrible, but at the same time, it's pretty strong. Like, it's not a bad gun. But it's also not the best. Like, there are plenty of other guns that are better than this one, as you can clearly see. And I just don't see this one as a good gun compared to all the other ones. So that's that, I guess. Next on the list, of course, we got the Fel. Is that what it's called? I think it's called Fel. Yeah. Ooh, the Fel. No, this is not the Fel. What? What am I talking about? It can't. This is the SMR, right? But this is the SMR. It is the Fel. My bad. Has to be the Fel. I don't know what else it could be. What is this SWAT 556? Oh well, I guess we'll get to that. But yeah, the Fel. What do you think of this gun? It's great. Like, honestly, this gun can be very overpowered later on in the game. Like, not later on in the game, but whenever you play multiplayer and you see enemies, 2 shots and they're dead. Because I am out of practice, I cannot hit with this gun. But if you hit with this gun, you're pretty set. It's a pretty good gun. Not the best gun, but a pretty damn good gun. And I would have to say that I still have this gun in my loadout, in one of the loadouts I've made. So I'm gonna keep this gun because I just like it so much. Then again, my loadouts are mostly just like 2 submachine guns and then 3 rifles. No, not too much. But it's nice to use, and it's very, very, very damagey. I might even put it up at guard tier if you know how to use it right, but I just don't. I'm not that great at it. But it's better than all of these back here, I would say. It's definitely not better than MP7. Actually, wait, wait a second. I need to fix my list here a little bit. There we go. This is more accurate. Yeah, the MP7 is not as good as the Remington, but the Fel is better than all of these over here and the ones below. So yeah, not the best, not the worst, you know, just pretty alright. Next up, we got the... Wait, is this really called the SWAT? Oh, M27. This is M27, okay. Oh boy, the M27. It's shit. Shit here. I wouldn't say it's horrible, but it's not as good as any of the other rifles. Its damage is like next to nothing, and when you use it, it's accurate to the point where it feels too accurate, to the point where you actually don't know how to use it properly. It's weird to say because it just shoots in too straight of a line. I don't know how else to describe it. It's one of the first loadouts you get is this gun in it, and the gun itself isn't that strong. It's just nice because you can hit easily, and when you do hit, it takes a while to kill someone, so they most likely kill you first. I don't like the gun that much, and I like it in the campaign, but not, you know, the multiplayer. And it just doesn't sit right with me when I use this gun. I always swap out after I use it because I'm like, it feels weird. So that's what's going on there. Now the Scar H. Oh boy, oh boy. Again, damage output, pretty good. Sight and accuracy, pretty good. It might even go above this one. just because of how much damage it does, especially with the silencer. This gun it just works. The silencer, it still does so much damage, and it's just one of those times where you're like, it's such a great gun, you know. It's just pretty damn great. But not the best, but it's pretty damn great, you know. Pretty good. I don't have much else to say with that gun. It's one I used to use a lot. I swapped away from it because I used it too much, so I didn't want to use it anymore. That's when I swapped to the FAL myself. But it's definitely better than the FAL. If you want to be good, but not really try out new weapons, this Sky H is one of the ways to go. The next one we got here is I think it's called the SMR. When it comes to the SMR, I think it's a great tier weapon, but I don't think it's a good gun. Its sights are awful, its iron sights. With the red dot sight, it becomes better, but the FAL does the exact same thing, but it's more satisfying to use, so why would you use the SMR? So to me, this gun just doesn't make any sense, and I don't know, it just didn't make that much sense to me, so... Yeah, I don't have much else to say. It's just not too great of a gun, but it can be good. It's just the same as the FAL, just a little bit less satisfying. So, do with that what you want. The next one is also a pretty famous gun, the MTAR. It also goes up there. Actually, no, it goes all the way over here. Whoops. All the way over here at Great Tier, but very close to God Tier. It has a decent amount of damage versus how fast it shoots, and it's pretty fun to use. I have no big issues with it. It's just a nice gun to use. The sights, though, the iron sights, I have a few issues with now and again. Because it can be hard to see the enemies. But besides that, I really enjoyed using it. That's very nice. Very nice gun to use. But I would not say it's one of the best again. It's a decent gun. It's definitely one you could pick, but it's not one I would suggest you use a lot, considering the other guns that are up there. You know, these guns. Next up, we got the... Is this the M8A1? Yes, it is. Okay, the M8A1. This gun I know a lot, because it does not deserve to be there. No. It's all the way down here at good tier. No, not up there, please. It is in the campaign, right? This gun is conflicting to me because the campaign is full auto, but in multiplayer it's 3-round burst, or is it 4-round burst? I don't know. But yeah, it's a burst rifle, and I don't know why. I'm guessing it was to make it less overpowered. But full auto, this is pretty decent. Like, you can have a full auto attachment, but it just takes up too much to make it full auto, to the point where you could probably just get this gun here and add a few attachments, and you will get way better than this gun. So overall, this gun is just... It's alright, but it's pretty close to being shit. Because it's just not nice fun to use. It looks aesthetically pleasing. It was the one gun they had as an aesthetic in the modern campaign in Black Ops 2. But when it comes to the multiplayer, this gun got debuffed or just got nerfed so much for some reason, and I don't know why. It's also one of the last rifles you unlock, I think, and I don't get why. It's just not that great, like, at all. So that's my opinion on that one. Next up, we got the AN94. I don't even need to look at this one, because this gun is a cheating gate gun. Honestly, it's such a cheating gun. Why do I think this is a cheating gun? Well, to be quite frankly honest with you, this gun is the last gun you unlock, I think, in the Prestige tier. Or every single time you Prestige. And it is it's probably the strongest gun in the entire game. It's very deadly at range. It's very deadly close range. Its sight is awesome. You don't need any other things really. Attachments, you don't need it. But if you do get it, you can reload fast on everything. It's just an all-around perfect, and I mean perfect rifle for multiplayer. If you can get the AN94, you better damn well use it. Otherwise, you're missing out on being overpowered and strong as heck. I would 100% suggest this rifle for your multiplayer. I don't want everyone to run around with it, of course. That's also why it's the last one, the prestige. So only people who, you know, are higher level and don't want a prestige can use it. And then at some point, they're probably going to force to progress and reset themselves, so they can't use it anymore. Unless you unlock it. I think you can unlock one item every single time prestige. And if you unlock this gun, you're set, my friend. This gun is too overpowered. I don't know why they didn't nerf it. But I think 3 or 4 shots kill. And it shoots pretty fast. And it's auto. So you can guess why it's that strong. So yeah, that is all the main weapons, I guess. This is not made by me, by the way. It is called gun tier list. I might be able to find the rest of the guns. I don't know. But I guess this is going to be the main gun tier list. Let me know if you want to see secondary gun tier list. I have no idea if that even exists. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me rank all the guns. Well, all the main guns in Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Specifically multiplayer, there are a couple guns not on here as far as I can see, like the SWAT 556 wasn't on here, which is weird. I guess it's like a past weapon, it's not a multiplayer, so maybe all these guns are in multiplayer and I just didn't realize it, but it seems like that's the case. But yeah, again, this is my preference, this is my experience of the game, these are the guns I have used. Mind you that most of the guns down here in good and shit tier, and some in great tier, I have barely used. Like the sniper rifle as an example I used, but I didn't like it. Same with the SVU. The SMR. I just didn't like them that much, so I barely used them. But I pretty much used all the guns up here, and up here a lot. Like all of these guns I used a lot. All of these down here. From the sniper rifles and down, I barely really used because I didn't really feel the connection with the gun, if that makes any sense. So I would understand if your list is completely different from mine, like utterly completely different from mine. So yeah, I mean, you can tell me what you would rank where, or if you would change a gun, just write the name and I'm gonna take a guess at what gun it is, and then we can see where you would place it. But yeah, it would be nice to see what you guys would think of that. Or if you guys agree with me, that'd also be nice to know in the comments. Yeah, I also, like I mentioned in the beginning, I played through the Black Ops 2 campaign in case you're interested, so you can watch that one. Again, it was at the beginning of my YouTube channel, so I sound awful with a bad microphone. But some people like that, so just letting you know, would still recommend newer playthroughs or walkthroughs. Would also appreciate it if you subscribed or liked the video. More so subscribing than liking, but I do like it because it's just a click, you know. Just a click to like a video. Not that much to ask, but again, it requires you to lift your hands on the mouse and click that button. So, I mean, I don't do it sometimes because I just forget about it, honestly. How do I forget a like button? Well, it's kind of easy. It's just there, you know. So don't blame you if you don't do either of the things, you know. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this ranking. Let me know in the comment section if there's some kind of ranking you want me to do. You can go into the Tier Maker website, find the ranking for me, and I will take a look at it and probably do a little ranking of it. And then maybe give a background as to what I played in the past about that game, or if there's anything I even did in the past, or if there's something I would like to get into, or, you know, just me trying to explain things and trying to explain who I am and what I do and, you know, my past and my future. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Consider liking and subscribing. Hope to see you in the next tier ranking or in one of my playthroughs / let's plays. And as always, stay awesome.